What is going on YouTube? Hayden here, and in today's episode, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Solana, Bitcoin, as well as Vong and the S&P 500. As you guys can tell, the background of today's video is certainly different than what it used to be. It might not even be coming in all that clear, and there might even be some background noise as I am currently working out of a hotel. And if this doesn't come in the best, then tomorrow after I rewatch and edit it, I will upload it and change it up and just record out of the hotel room itself to make things better. But it's currently 4:40 a.m. in the morning here. It's 3 hours behind Eastern Standard Time, which is crazy. So I'm like the first one up, and it's super dark, it's certainly going to take some getting used to, but hopefully everything comes in good. And in today's video specifically, what we're going to be looking at is the fact that since yesterday, I wasn't able to make a video yesterday because I was traveling. We last left off talking about tracking these kind of bull flags and seeing the descending fractal forming here on a lot of these cryptos. But since we last left off, we've seen some consolidation outside where you have like XRP on the 4-hour has managed to break through a resistance here and is heading up to moving average. So it's going to be interesting because I think we can tweak the charts and say that we haven't necessarily broken out just yet, like something just like that. So it'll be interesting to kind of really go into this one and see what exactly we're looking for here, and when this breakout's actually going to come with XRP. We originally had it sort of like a descending fractal here coming to a point. Now it seems like we're slowly opening it up, which is interesting. But aside from XRP, we're looking at Solana 2, which is in some sort of like ascending fractal here, or bull flag formation. Not an ascending fractal, bull flag for sure. Kind of this lower high, lower low pattern. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to look at Ethereum here, which is in some sort of ascending triangle. You can see this looks excellent too. This hasn't changed at all. So with that being said, because we haven't seen like Ethereum really change outside of its, current technical indicator, same thing with Bitcoin, same thing with Solana, that means we have to do some adjusting to XRP to include that as well. We're also going to look at Vong, which looks excellent, still inside its beautiful higher low ascending fractal here. You can see the continued higher low pattern, higher high, higher lows, continuing to the upside. Currently, finally, yesterday closed inside major resistance. This is excellent news. I'm actually going to have to check the market after I make this video and see how the portfolio is doing here. But we do look all in all really, really, really nice. And now what I want to see happen is, are we going to, because you can see the pre-day trade, open up and spend the rest of today heading higher, or are we going to fall off a cliff and nosedive out of this? Hopefully it's to the up and up. However, we are nearing overbought, so we're kind of running out of room. But yeah, lots to go over, lots to discuss. With that being said, smash the like button, turn up notifications, subscribe, and let's get right into this episode. So guys, before we dive into the technical analysis, remember BITUNIX is still doing a partnership with me today for their exchange. This ends on the 19th, so you have about 2 weeks left. Take advantage of free bonus cryptocurrency. Yes, I switch back and forth with certain exchanges because different exchanges offer different promotions. Some might be better, some might be worse than others, which is very cool. When one exchange offers a good bonus, we use that. When another one the following month offers another bonus that's higher for more free crypto, then we take advantage of that. And so far, it is BITUNIX here, which is giving away free bonus cryptocurrency, as you guys can see, to the first 200 users that sign up, which is insane here. You can see register to get free futures bonus only for the first 200 people, trade and win up to 2K, and then get up to 125x leverage, which is super cool. And there's a deposit and trading bonus as well. So tons of free bonus cryptocurrency and things you can take advantage of. Literally transferring money back and forth between like BITUNIX and BITFI and BITFI and BITUNIX. You can just continue to scale and take advantage of free cryptocurrency and trade with the exchange's money, which who doesn't like that? But on top of that, we'll talk about BITFI or BITUNIX's exchange later on in today's episode. We last left off discussing that there is some sort of bull flag formation here. Lower high, lower low pattern. We confirmed closure above major resistance, blew up, and here we are now seeing Solana's second attempt at trying to do this here. And we are consolidating in it, but we'll see where exactly we go to. And now flashing forward to the actual exchange itself, or to Solana on the Coinbase exchange, you can see we are inside a much larger ascending fractal, and it's like we could adjust this. I just don't think it's going to be all that accurate. No, I really don't. It really doesn't seem like one that we're going to leave here. I think we were inside of it. We broke down, and now we're using it as a bit of a resistance. It almost might get to the point where we don't even need this on here. But, kind of like the way it looks. But regardless, we did break through it. Might as well, no, we'll leave it on. I keep going back and forth. But you can see here, Now that we formed the second bull flag, this is what is forming here. Bull flags typically have a bullish bias. So if we type in bull flag crypto, you can see this is typically the pattern that bull flags form. Some sort of impulsive wave up, followed by corrective wave down, and then an impulsive wave back up. And then guess what? We form a new flag. And this is typically the pattern we continue to see over and over and over again. Flag pull up, flag down, breakout, boom, boom, boom. It's so very simple, and it's a continuous pattern that continues to happen here. So looking at Solana, we're forming and doing that same exact thing. So you can see what we are looking for is the confirmation outside major resistance, but we can probably rebound off here and slowly head to the upside. Now, what's even more weird is it's almost like we're forming a new indicator in the short term here, some sort of fractal formation like this, if you haven't noticed. So this is even more peculiar because we might be able to trade on this fractal as time moves on. You can see clear as day here, we had this kind of falling wedge. We fell into some sort of ascending fractal. The bad thing is typically with these, how we enter is how we exit. So because we entered dumping into it, there's a good chance we'll exit dumping out of it, which is not a good sign, but certainly one that we should be paying attention to, because regardless of the direction that we move to, we'll be able to take advantage of this trade. We'll be able to short it, we'll be able to long it, whatever it wants to do, more than likely a dump, we'll be able to take advantage of. So that's why I want to leave it on here drawn so that we can all take advantage of this possible trade if and when it does decide to come. So, and I certainly do think it is there because it's very obvious here as we slowly head up to the moving average. We'll be able to take advantage of this position here. But before we move on, or I want to move on from that and talk about some other things, but that's pretty much what we discussed and last left off with it here. And you can see that's why we referenced a possible continued second bull flag breakout here. But you can see going back to, where is it? XRP now, what we are looking at within XRP is similar, but it's odd. So previously we had discussed that there is some sort of like head and shoulders pattern forming on here, and I still think it holds true. You can see we have this beautiful shoulder. This is the first one right here. This is the head, and then here's the second shoulder that we've been trying to confirm whether or not is actually accurate. And then we have the neckline in green on the bottom, the horizontal line right here. Interesting enough, it's like we've managed to do exactly that. You can see by drawing this on, we had this beautiful bull flag form. Here's the second bull flag that we've continued to head down to, retesting moving average here. But now what we're looking for is, are we breaking through this, or are we going to be breaking down? It's very interesting. That's kind of where things are right now. We don't know for certain whether or not we're going to be able to break bullish out of this bull flag and head up for like a last lick or like a last run. I don't know if we see, like, let's say we do something like this. I don't think that's going to be a third or the actual, head and shoulders pattern. I think we're currently in it. So it's very interesting. And because we're nearing overbought on the 4-hour, heading moving average, there's a chance this might complete itself by correcting to the downside here, which is certainly something to pay attention to, as this could send the spiraling lower. Even more so, what I wanted to talk about, what we left off with in the beginning, was I might think we might have to do something like this, which is even scarier, because now it even confirms with us more that we are in the markets for correcting to the downside here. Check that out. Now we have a confirmed 1 to 3 point confirmation, which would ultimately send XRP spiraling lower. Solana as well, as you remember, would spiral lower. That's two confirmations now on two different cryptos that would send us downwards here. Guess what? With it, we have 1, 2, 3 points of confirmation. This would send us down, which would be perfectly in line with our head and shoulders pattern forming on XRP. Kind of scary if you ask me. Regardless, we'll do all these trades on BITUNIX because BITUNIX offers, unlike many exchanges, XRP to leverage trade and XRP to short. So if we see the rejection right off here to the downside, we'll take advantage of it on BITUNIX, because guess what? BITUNIX right over here, if you click this, has, you guessed it, XRP for us to leverage trade, take advantage of, and short to the downside here. You can see as we slowly start to tweak these charts just a hair, we are now including the same fractals. We've been tracking this for a while now on BITUNIX here, just sort of adjusting it, and you can see now how we're still inside this beautiful bull flag formation. And because we're coming into contact with that support quite nicely here, there is a chance we're going to reject on this for the third time now and pull to the downside, which we'll be able to short. So definitely make sure to check out BITUNIX down in the description below. And aside from BITUNIX, XRP, Solana, these other cryptos also show big signs of correction here. Huge ascending fractal forming on Ethereum here. This typically, what does it do? Breaks us down. So that's something to pay attention to. Ascending broadening wedge on Bitcoin is typically bearish. We'll see how we react with this, but it's kind of on the back burner right now, Bitcoin's chart. And then the Russell 1000 looks good, but again, we're nearing overbought on the daily charts, which is a sign of, hey, we need to pull back just a little bit to lower us on the moving average or the RSI to give us more room to head higher. Same thing with the stock market. So I'm a little worried. I think the markets need to cool down a little bit, but for the most part, we do look all right. But that's it for today's video. Make sure to smash the like button. Check out the BITUNIX down in the description below, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.